Hello, and welcome back to another video on the retrospective channel. And in today's video, we're looking at heroic challenges in a retrospective look. Okay, so if you don't know what a heroic challenge is, they were in the first two games, and you would have a Skylander. You could, you could set them as your own by going to ownership and clicking yes, and Callie would give you a new heroic challenge. Each heroic challenge is specific for each Skylander. Terrafins is different to Warnados. Chop Chops is different to Shroom Booms. Tree Rexes is different to Sunburn. You get the point. Some of them are better than others, but they were the best side content. Post-game content. Whatever you want to call it. They were the best. Now, the first one is Chow Chomp Down. It's Warnados. It's the first one that is listed. So, Chow Chomp Down, you have to kill 100 Chompies. And it's fine. It doesn't represent Warnado, but it's fun. It's bomb for you. Ghost Roaster. There are 5 gems, and you have to get them from the trolls. The trolls stole them, so you use the bombs to get them. Jump for it. It's Wrecking Balls. This one fits Wrecking Ball so much. You jump for these gems, and once you get like 100, I think, the challenge is over, and it's really nice. Where art thou? Paintings. It's Spyros. They needed to nail this one because this is one of the ones that everyone's gonna do. And I think it did pretty good. You get to destroy the paintings that contain the souls of the dead, which is pretty dark. Because the trolls are going to leave it there for eternally. Dang, that's dark. Lair of the giant spiders. Prism breaks. This one is really fun. I don't know what Prism Break has to do with giant spiders, but it is specifically perfect for him because he's the only one that can destroy Tizo or Topaz, or whatever you call it. It's Tizo. I heard people call it Topaz. Anyway, he's the only one that can destroy that in SSA, so he gets an advantage in that one, and it's perfect for him. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Next, fight, teleport, fight. You fight, then you teleport. Then you fight, then you teleport. It's fun. 3 teleporters. Hex. So you choose which one you want to do. So, they randomly, choose. There are 3 teleporters. You go through one, and it brings you to an area, where you have to hit a switch, and then once you've done all 3, then it will let you get the golden spork. But they're random, so if you go through one and it's not, you go back and do another one, then you hit the switch and it might unlock something in the other one that you were playing. It's pretty fun. Stop sheep thieves. It's dino rangs. There are lobbin goblins that have stolen the sheep. You need to get them. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's the funnest sheep-themed one. Mining for charms. Bash. So, Bash isn't the only one that can destroy rocks, but he is one of the 4 that can. So it does have that advantage towards him. So you have to dig through the rocks to find gems. Once you have 5 gems, you're done the challenge. Pretty simple, pretty fun. Next, Dungeness Creeps, Cinder. Dungeness Creeps is a literally just fighting. There is a point where you can switch between it, like you can choose a path, but it's not really that much. Okay, next. Then you have Mining is the Key, Igniter. This one makes no sense for Igniter, but it's fun. You destroy rocks to get keys to open doors. At the very end, there's 2 keyholes that you can use your keys, the keys that you find in it, to unlock. Then you're done. There's it's not that long, but it's pretty fun. Next, mission accomplished. It's Stump Smash. So it's sort of like the last one, but the keys are in the barrels, and there are split paths. It's fine, and I like it. It's pretty fun. Something I wouldn't go back to, but it's pretty fun. Pod Gauntlet. So the Skylander must traverse through bounce pads. Wait. So you need to go through to find keys to open gates. The last one you have to do kill all the enemies, and yeah, it's fun. It's a nice combat. It makes sense with Chop Chop, and it's pretty fun. Times a Wastin', Sonic Boom. Times a Wastin' is a really fun one. I would go back to it. So you have 30 seconds to complete it and get a key from destroying all the barrels, and you can get time from the enemies. So it's a strategy of, should I go for the barrels as fast as I can and only get the trolls when I'm low, or kill them and the barrels but potentially lose my chance to get time. It's really strategic and really fun. I constantly go back on it. Save the purple chompies, Drobot. So so the purple chompies are going to be extinct, and you have to save them from being extinct by killing the other chompies. It's pretty fun. Those purple chompies never appear in the series again, but pretty cool. Spawner Cave. So this one is like Tornadoes, but better. So spawners will randomly generate chompies slower or faster, and you have to kill 100. So you go to the fastest spawner and get 100. The problem is there might be 3 slow ones and 1 fast one. Which one do you go to? It's very strategic. Probably the most strategic. I would genuinely say this is my favorite. Next. Archindian and Chamber. It's a heroic challenge, and there are 8 ants that are being blocked by Shadow Knights, and you have to kill them. It's sort of like Prison Breaks, but not as fun. Hobson's Choice. Hobson's Choice is trigger happy, so it's another one that had to be perfectly executed. So in each section of the map, you kill all the enemies. 2 teleporters appear, and you go down the right. If you take the right one, you can continue on. If you take the wrong one, you can't until you defeat more enemies and go through a portal. Yeah. So it's really luck based, and it fits trigger happy so much. Honestly, it is really good. Next, Isle of the Automatons. Isle of the Automatons is where there are automatons, the shield dudes that shoot lasers. You throw bombs at them to get points, 20 points to be specific. Any other enemy you kill is worth 1, and you have to get them all killed so you can win. Not all, but like to get 75 points. And it is pretty fun. It's not that strategic, but it is a little strategic, you know. It's got that hint of high strategy. You break it, you buy it. Double trouble. So it's double troubles, and you have to kill all 40 troll enemies to be killed in 3 minutes. It says it's difficult, but it's not really. So you have to just you cannot destroy any paintings and and little bit of vases. So each vase you destroy removes 5 seconds, and if a painting is destroyed, the Skylander will be called out by Callie to say, if you destroy it, you're gonna lose this. It's pretty fun. Nothing great, it's just good. It does require some precise movement, but yeah. Minefield Mishap. So in Minefield Mishap, you have to go through the arena, troll area, and not get hit by any of the bombs. It's really fun because if you have a strong person with like high armor, you can tank through some of them, skipping parts of the thing. But it's still pretty fun. It's another one of my favorites. Lobes of fun. So you have the goblin that they throw bombs at you. You have to throw the bombs back at them to defeat them. There's 8 of them. Once you defeat the 8th, a cake will appear, and you've completed it. Spell punked. Voodoo. So you have to defeat 8 spell punks. Some of them are on wooden platforms, and they have to be defeated by bombs, or if they have a high-reaching attack like Prison Breaks. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It's another mediocre. It's above excellent mediocre. Most of these are above average quality of like tiny missions. Like if you've played something like Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, these are way better than those. Some of those, though, I had a ton of fun. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Charm Hunt. It's Wham Shells. Charm Hunt. You have to go through there getting 75 charms. So there are some on the water which you have to get. But yeah, it's more of like um it's more of wrecking balls, but without the bounce pad, and it's really fun. Flip the script camo. In Flip the Script, you have to choose one of 3 teleporters to warp you to another section. And it's the exact same as Hexes. It's the 3 teleporters again, which I like that one, so it's more fun. You stole my hearts. Zook is Zooks, and so there are jewels. You have to collect them. There are 4 of them. 3 of them are Hob and Euros, holding by them. And the last one is when you defeated the other 3. So after you defeated the other 3, you have to defeat some enemies to open a gate. Then you can just approach the jewel and you win. But just before you do, Hob and Euro steals it, and you have to go and catch it. And yeah, it's fun. Definitely uses the Hob and Euros better than the other one, and I thought that one was good, so this one's even better. Bomb the Walls, Flameslinger. Bomb the Walls by Flameslinger. So you have to collect 25 magic charms. So it's sort of like it's wham shells and wrecking balls, but less and more spread out. And I like it. It's pretty fun. There are teleporters too. Operation Cheap Freedom. It makes no sense because not Bouncer, Boomer's gonna just explode the sheep. But you have to destroy the sheep pens, then the Skylander has to lead them to the left section of the map. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It makes no sense with his character, but it's pretty fun. Jailbreak. This is the last one that needed to be perfect. And, well, I think they did it pretty good. Mabu are captured in cages. You have to use keys by various means to save them by unlocking their cage. And it's pretty fun. It's a good introduction to heroic challenges, which is what it needed to be. Environmentally unfriendly. So you have to destroy these you have to destroy the pipes, and after you've destroyed them all, you win. It's pretty fun. A little easy, but pretty fun. Chemical cleanup. So this one will require a bit of explaining. So there are barrels. There are big and small barrels in different colors. the big barrels turn you into that color. So if you have a yellow barrel, you have the yellow power. Then if you attack a small yellow barrel, you can destroy it. And if I then get a big green one and try to destroy a yellow small one, it won't work. So you have to collect like 75 points, and they're also teleporters specific to each type. It's really fun, complex. Finally, break the cats. There are random cat statues that you have to destroy, and there are vases that subtract time. It's pretty fun. All of the ones in SSA are good. There are none I hate going back to. Some of them I prefer more, like Prison Breaks, You've Stolen My Heart, Minefield Mishap, but nothing I hated. But don't forget, there's also the Giants ones. Giants being my favorite level game. Must have some great ones. Some of the best. And yes, it does. But there are also some less than stellar. There's only 2 less than stellar, but yeah. There's also only 18 new ones. Some of them you don't get by a specific Skylander. But yeah, first, Flames on the Ice. Flame Pirates on Ice. So you have to defeat 8 Blazing Brewers in 3 minutes. And yeah, I like this one. I go back to it sometimes. Skylander Salute. This one is better than Sprocket. Although we can all say that about ourselves. You have to raise the 6 flags. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It's never too difficult, but it's fun. Sabrina. Or S. Dot. A. D. B. R. E. N. A. Sabrina. So you have to save the gecko dudes, and then the king Caprabra after they've been locked up. And yeah, it's pretty fun. The tune that the geckos sing is pretty catchy, and yeah, I like it. Next, The Sky is Falling. Pop Fizz. Oh yeah, Sabrina also needed to be perfect as T-Rex, and yeah, I think it did a good job. Anyway, The Sky is Falling. There will be cannons that cannonballs that fall from the sky and are hitting you. So you have to go to the cannon to destroy it from doing that, and you use the cannon shot to destroy like the obstacles in your way, and eventually the cannon. Nort's Winter Classic. It's Nort's Winter Classic. It had to be good because it's jetpack, but it's just a race. You have to do a 4-lap race in 3 minutes, and it's just fine. Like, it's fun, but it's just fine. Break the fake. Break the fakes is you have to destroy all of not all of them. You have to destroy 999 fake imitations of paintings. Some give you different points. They even have a Skylanders lunch kit. You know, that's dedication. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I go back to it a ton. It's one of my favorites. Baking with Battersea Shroom Boom. This one is my second favorite of all. And I don't know why. You go and pick up the fruit that Patterson needs to cook his pie. And then after it also changes your entire game, where you can now find pies. That is cool. It's a permanent change for having Shroom Boom. And it's really cool. And it's also great. You have some puzzle solving, some combat, and yeah. Blobber's Folly. Okay, that could have been really terrible. Anyway, Blobber's Folly. Blobbers has been trapped. And once you save him, he requires food. So you go off to find food. And when you come back, he's stuffed with cake. So he's a giant fat ball. You roll him around by doing combat and bounce pads. And when you get into the end, it ends. It's short, and it's just okay. I don't hate it. And it's Blobbers, so you can't hate it. But that name, we don't want to hear about his floppy. I'm gonna get banned. So, delivery day is Fright Riders, and you have to deliver different items to different people. So you start with Callie. She has a sweater. You give it to T-Bone. T-Bone gives you something. Then you go to Clamtron 3000. He has something. Then it starts going random. So it might be Flynn, Frightbeard, not Frightbeard. Captain, Frightbeard. Might be Arctic. Yeah, everything like that. And it's pretty fun. It can be hectic, but it's just good. It's good. I like it. Give a hoot. No, you give a hoot. So you have to go through the stage collecting owls. If you get hit, you'll lose an owl. You bring them back, and once you have 15, you complete the challenge. But there are 4 missing eggs. So it is possible to get everyone. It's not required, though. And every time I replay it, which is a ton because it's crushers, I always get all of them. Zombie Dance Party. Zombie Dance Party is a zombie dance party. You have to collect their heads so they can have their zombie dance party. Shepherd's Pie. Zook. So you have to round up the sheep into the flying vortexes of doom. They did redo Zook's. I liked Zook's original one. I don't know why they did that. But yeah. Watermelon 11. Hothead. Watermelon 11 is it requires you to eat 100 watermelon slices in 3 minutes by going down a path. Nice. It's fun. A real goat getter. It's hot dogs, and it is you must return 10 goats to Ermit in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And it's fine. It has the controls down. Woolly Bullies, which is something Shepherd's Pie can't say about that. Shepherd's Pie is one I don't like going back to. Woolly Bullies. Woolly Bullies, you have to kill all 25 trolls, which are disguised as sheep. And yeah, it's fun. You go from section to section. It eventually gets pretty difficult at the end. But it is just it's above average. The Great Pancake Salem. So you have very little time. You collect pancakes on this icy path, and you collect pancakes, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Shoot first, shoot later. Swarm. This is swarms. You shoot cannons to shoot barrels that are floating around in the sky, and it gets actually difficult at the end. Well, not too difficult. I'm a professional, but yeah, it's not as easy as the other ones. The King's Breach. The King's Breach. It is thumbtacks. So you have to find 8 soldiers in groups and then use their cannonballs to shoot use the cannons to shoot the Archaeans down. I'm pretty sure it's not called the King's Breach. It's called Defend Archaeans, but I guess I'm wrong. Anyway, that's about all. They did attempt to bring it back in Superchargers, but it was more vehicles than it. So yeah, it wasn't good. My favorites are, of course, Zook's first one, You Stolen My Heart, Baking with Batterson, Giving a Hoot, Minefield Mishap, and Prison Breaks. And also Save the Purple Chompies. Save the Purple Chompies is my favorite. It's Drobots, and it is amazing. Anyway, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.